All right, so let's just get started here. Okay, yeah. We definitely want to wall this now. Good.
It's B. Halap,
It's me.
halap me.
No, it's not. That's me closing the door.
I reopened the door.
Oh wait, I'm on it.
What? What?
Wait, what's going on?
I'm
No,
so
you make a brain. Just play the game.
I think I hurt one, but they're hurting me.
This is good. This is great, honestly. Super risky, right? Because if they see you, then you're pretty much just dead. But honestly, not that bad of an idea.
But they're hurting me.
If this wall was so close to breaking, if this broke, you'd just be standing out in the open with like 5 people staring at you.
Yeah.
But it worked out. It worked out, and we were able to.
There's a lot of shots there.
Yeah, not that big of a deal. It's pretty difficult with them moving around like that. But we ended up getting 2 kills. I mean, one person just walked into your shots, but perfectly fine. I think you played that well. You got the info at B main, and you weren't like actively peeking it. You were like shoulder peeking it, and just to get that info, and it was very good. And then once we saw someone, we backed off and then walled, right? So very smart.
Okay. I got
Very
you.
good
I'm happy
stuff.
with that.
And this gamble paid off.
Hey. Last one sight.
And I mean, since it is pistol round, not gonna beat
Let's
you up
go.
for it. If it was a gun round where we have assault rifles, then I would say no. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then I just went.
we won the first round.
Just went. Go stupid. Ah!
What are we doing with our money now?
Just went stupid.
We just tried the
Went.
full buy next round.
So we definitely want to be buying this round, because
I don't know if I.
they have pistols and no armor, right? This round should be completely free.
Yeah.
It's only free if we spend some money.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I made a flow chart of the first 3 rounds of what I do, economy wise, and it's very easy to follow, and that should help you a lot. Usually, but here I usually buy full armor, Spectre, and all utility.
Alright.
Right, just to secure this round, right? Because we don't want to lose to pistols.
Close this door. Don't.
Right, and then the 3rd round we'll deal with it from there to see what happens. Maybe if we don't have any armor, I mean, if we didn't lose any armor, we can drop our Spectre to someone and upgrade ourselves, or we just roll out on the 3rd round with a Spectre. And it's actually still fine.
Oh my god, now I know his real name. Holy shit, I'm gonna track.
So yeah, I'll show you that flow chart afterwards.
Oh, yeah. My bad. It's not like I was there whenever you told me that was his name.
Okay, so we're just gonna same thing, right? Perfectly fine.
Oh, I forgot to walk forward
Oh
into
my
my
god,
wall.
what
I'm
is
a
that,
monkey.
dude?
I hit him
Okay.
not? Wait, the bullet went through his body.
I'm a drone. If I die live, I'm blaming you.
Alright, believe in you.
You listen to music while you play?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's that's ambitious. That is very ambitious, right? Because we need the footsteps. We need to hear everything. So, I mean, if
Get
No,
back.
it's fine. It's fine.
but
It's better not to listen to music. while
definitely.
I just
Dude, look
love
at that drone.
Oh,
Holy
he's in the
shit.
corner.
that guy.
Oh, what the
That
hell?
tombstone
I
right
was just
there.
trying to heal
Nice.
Raise.
Okay.
Lucky bear.
So
That guy.
Oh,
maybe we would have heard him if the music was off.
what the hell?
We never know.
Raise. That's
But good
awkward.
good flick on him, right? We got the kill
I got
still.
your marshal. Never
Good
mind.
stuff.
I guess you didn't want your
I'm
marshal.
sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, I guess you didn't want it, man.
Okay, so here, yeah,
Are you angry?
full buying.
Main.
Rotating.
I don't.
No
We
problem.
should just give it to him, man.
Yeah, give it to him.
I'd be a little worried about over-rotating here, because now we're basically full committing to the fact that all 5 of them are here. Right. So like if they were just like if they were just like playing a default or like doing a split or something like this, and they see the over rotation or they hear it, then they could easily fall off of mid and just go to B for free. We just want to, because like 4 people to hold A is perfectly fine. Right. I would only be the 5th person on site if they were all like here, already on site, you know? So when you are the last person or like the 5th person, I would definitely be holding mid here.
Okay.
Right, until I'm 100% sure that they're all 5 committing to A. Right, because we don't want to just be quick to throw out all of our map control.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice. I'm gonna wall them off. Yeet! And then we're
Left
gonna.
side. I'm pretty sure
Right,
there's
so
still
this
some
is
on the
very
I'm
good
gonna wall them
stuff.
off.
Um,
Yeet! And then
Watch
we're
the left
gonna.
side. I'm pretty sure there's still some on the
I
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah!
good play. Right,
Okay.
securing the bomb.
Honestly, we can take him. Like this door.
Right now.
Shoot, like. Dang it.
No. I blind push.
Yeah, I mean we don't have to jump over this wall and go. We just have to wait. So
He is old, so I'm gonna not be where you guys are.
I mean we could just push them if we just don't respect them. Okay, but
I don't know if you could shoot through that. Probably not.
Oh, okay, okay.
Some could have ulted us.
One
Yeah.
enemy remaining.
Yeah.
Alone, by the way.
Okay, some
Yeah, I
big
can't-
balls. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Top.
let's get it.
Top. Top mid.
I'm there.
Well, I'm not watching. I'm
30
scared.
seconds left.
We have to fight.
Ah!
What was that?
No,
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
All right,
helped
good.
you.
Good decision to peek. Good decision to peek. Honestly, just getting the trade frag, shooting with your teammate, perfectly fine.
You guys stood
Uh,
there
you
for
guys-
so long just looking
You
at
guys
me.
are kind of dominating. I mean, it's kind of early to say, but
I was just so
For now, yeah. We started, I think, throwing a bit.
okay,
later.
okay. So
My favorite
that's
song
what I'm
came
excited to
on.
see.
Oh no,
Okay.
bueno.
Good. Yeah, perfectly
No,
fine.
No, please.
No. Hello.
Fuck. Okay, she has res.
Ah!
Oh
That
no.
was my bad. Yeah, I just stayed on my
Okay, she
wall.
has res.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of got wrecked here. We got stunned by Breach and then blasted too with Jet pressuring us. So we're pretty much just screwed anyway. Don't be scared to, when you make this contact right here,
My favorite
right?
song just
Let me
came
see.
on.
Okay, you see him?
Oh no,
Right?
bueno.
We just want to wall immediately. Just immediately. Because we would have actually saved our Omen's life.
No, please.
No.
And
Oh.
they could have gotten through if they were quicker before your
Yeah.
wall was up. Imagine if Jet just dashes out,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And shoots you while you have your wall out, right? So don't be
I didn't
scared.
notice my omen died because I didn't wall soon.
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. So I mean, contact enough. I mean, lots of people just like wall stuff off the beginning of the round. I don't really necessarily agree with that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But if we're gonna do the thing where we see contact and then back off and wall, then we just have to do it immediately the second we see contact.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then after we wall, we want to get ourselves in a safe position because wall isn't that safe. I think we're relying way too much on our wall because they can easily break it with like one blast pack from Raze, right? I mean, they don't have a Raze, but if literally all 5 of them shot at this wall, it would go down instantly. And then if it goes down instantly, then our positioning is horrible, right? Our
Yeah.
position is reliant on this wall being up.
Hello.
We're just putting too much
Okay, she has res.
reliance on the wall. But yeah,
Yeah.
so even with the wall, we still got kind of punished here and we kind of got wrecked. But
Imagine ulting Market.
if I were you, I would do something like wall up, B, and then maybe like hide here, right? Like standing on this ledge and like watching and then if you make contact or after you shoot at the first target, you drop down into sight, right? And then you move back even further, right?
Okay.
Just so we don't get easily killed here. We want to be able to hold the bomb site with like more than, we want more than just getting a trade frag,
Okay.
right? Not a 1-for-1 trade.
Beat this
Okay, so another round. I mean, They
He was like, he looked up.
they still just lose, even getting the pick on you.
I wasn't watching you.
Team got a
Oh,
really good
no.
gold there.
Yeah, looked good.
That's kind of.
Hey man.
Hey, push, behind.
Okay,
Hey, man, okay, I'm
good
coming.
stuff.
I'm rotating off. Sorry.
One to the left side.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, yeah, it's A.
They might be pushing.
It might be A, I think.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
stuff.
Is this a placeholder donation text gonna be here the whole time?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, okay, just making sure.
You still killed them?
Did you see
Yeah,
his-
that all fucked me up. Yeah, I expected.
You will not kill my
There's
ally.
a
Oh.
high fucked me up. You still killed them?
Okay, so
Yeah, that all fucked me up. Yeah, I expected.
this play isn't necessarily bad. The timing of this play is bad.
Oh.
Okay, so let's take a look why. I know it's hard to see with all 3 pixels on the mini map here,
Sorry.
but Omen, look where Omen is, right near mid. Look what Viper's doing, maybe flanking this way or something. Now,
You will not.
what are we doing?
Pushing out.
Pushing
Okay.
onto the site. So
Yeah.
everyone just has to pay attention to this, to you, right?
Oh.
Because there's no impending danger from anywhere else,
Okay.
right? But how strong would it be if we waited for Omen to be here or here, and Viper to either help you, Heaven, or push through here, where Sage is looking at Cat, Brimstone's looking behind, and now they have to look at every direction at once, right?
Yeah.
So we want to think of our retake as one unified attack.
Okay.
Right, so before we do a push like this onto the bomb site, look at the minimap. See if your teammates are ready to push in with you, because it shouldn't be, okay, first wave attack kills you, second wave go, right? And now the final wave Omen, because if that happens, all 4 of them could deal with the Sage first, all 4 of them can deal with the Viper next, right? Instead of it being a 3v4. Make
Okay.
sense? Right?
Yeah.
One unified attack.
That open? Yeah, the door's closed. The door's closed.
Well then wait, hold on. Place left.
Spike
I'm gonna
planted.
go all the way around.
What a scuffed wall. This stage is just.
I don't know what to do.
I know exactly.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I just want to see how this pans out.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the teleport.
Please. Please.
Oh my goodness. We did not see that. I should have skipped forward. Oh my.
136 on the.
Okay, but do you see how now
So.
that...
Yeah, you got
it's like
this.
3v1.
But
Yeah, and now
You
when
don't
Omen
trust-
runs out, look, there's a person, you don't hear it, but there's a person right here, there's a like, they all just know exactly where the last person is, and they all just
Yeah.
look at them now. But instead of them looking up here and here at the same time, right, it's just a whole different scenario when you attack as one.
Everything.
You
Yeah,
just
okay.
fucking lost the game for us.
I know.
Okay, so this is a good purchase. Okay, good. This is nice and safe.
Oh, the
The only thing is that we don't want to be always doing this. Okay. For example, we don't want it to be a default. We want it to mix it up. Sometimes we shoulder peek for info, sometimes we don't. Because if we do this every single round, when you start climbing up in the ranks, and maybe it'll even happen in plat, right? They'll just pre-fire that corner,
Oh.
and they'll be ready for you because you do it every single round, right?
Oh, okay.
I'll fly around that corner and just have and pre-aim that corner and just shoot before you even have time to escape, right? And
Okay.
sometimes it's just it's just getting into a pattern. We don't want to be exploited by getting into a pattern by doing the same thing every single time, right? So like maybe one round you play CT and you just play for info. You know how you're shoulder peeking here? Shoulder peek back here, right?
Okay.
Or shoulder peek right here. And switch it up between here, or maybe you double up market one round. You know, it's just
Alright.
able to switch it up a bit, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe one round we just wall it off at the beginning and stand on top of our wall and shoulder peek on top of our wall. There's so many different options to do, right? So we're not exploited and potentially lose a round for it.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
because if they do get a kill on you because they exploited your pattern, then B is going to be a lot easier to take because Omen doesn't have much to defend.
Okay.
Old point. What?
Now, I'm not saying that it's likely that's going to happen. It's just a good habit to start getting into.
Yeah.
Because when we're playing against better players, then they'll start picking up on the habits of your enemies, and then they'll exploit you for them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little low. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I'm behind. Okay.
Oh.
I'm behind.
I
Okay.
might have broken my leg, but I do not know.
I
Great
couldn't find
wall.
you. I don't know why. It's just find They're rotating out. 4K.
Okay, so this is something I don't agree with. Okay, so now let's think about our abilities as stall abilities. Correct? We're just stalling and basically stopping their push. So
Yeah.
we throw up the wall. Why? To stop their
Because
push,
you-
right?
Yeah.
Okay, to stall them. Now we use our ice orb. Why?
To slow them? Question mark?
Okay, yeah, but if they were fast, can they walk through your wall?
No.
No, right? So we don't want to overlap our stalling abilities.
Oh.
We want to spread it out so it's as efficient as possible, right? So if we use our wall, that buys a certain amount of time, okay? And let's say they break the wall. Now they have the option to run into B. Let's ice orb the gap.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that
Right.
makes more
So now after, because we're not going to use 2 ice orbs in the same exact spot as fast as possible, right?
Yeah.
So let's not overlap stall abilities like wall and ice orb, something we can't even see, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because all they have to do is just wait out that ice orb for no reason, but they're kind of waiting out the wall anyway if they're not going to break it, you know?
Yeah.
So
okay. That
wait
makes
for them
sense.
to break the wall, fill the gap with an ice orb, wait for it to dissipate, and either A, we can fill the gap again with another ice orb, stalling maximum amount of time if we still hear them and we still think it's a threat.
Okay.
But maybe we can reassess the situation. If they break the wall, we ice orb, now it's dead quiet, maybe we don't need an ice orb again. And then we can save it for if we hear something, right? Makes sense.
They're rotating
So we're
out.
just kind of like being the most efficient with our abilities.
Oh. Yeah. I use my abilities a lot,
Well, that's
like,
good.
right? But like too soon. Like
Yeah, yeah.
because you pointed it out. Like even today, I was playing. I use my orbs a lot. Like
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't use them efficiently.
Yep. So the thing I tell students is that first, learn to overuse your abilities so you're comfortable with them, right? Use everything just off the rip. And then once we get to a comfortable point in our ability usage where we're comfortable and know how to use them all, let's dial it back a bit to figure out how to use them the best,
Okay.
right? So now you're just in the overuse stage. Now we need to dial it back.
Loading.
Do it.
I'm sorry.
And that's how we do it, to, you know, not
Excuse
overlap
me.
them like that.
That's.
Oh, just
I'm sorry.
wallbang you?
What? Excuse me.
Okay, so this crosshair placement was
sorry.
actually,
What?
actually
Excuse
fine.
me.
Well, let me see, actually.
Reloading.
Do it.
I think it was like on her
They're on
shoulder.
cat. They're on cat.
What?
Oh, him 39. Fuck.
Okay, so we
I'm
here
sorry.
and there.
What? Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously just a little bit higher, but I think the placement was, you're in the right area. It needs to be fine-tuned a little,
Very rude.
but it looks good still. I'm not complaining, right? Obviously, everyone needs to fine-tune their crosshair placement somewhat, right? So as long as we're still working on it and still trying to get there, but we looked just about in the same thing.
Excuse me.
Now, this is just a raw aim scenario where sometimes there's no fancy game sense explanation for why you died. Sometimes it's literally just comes down to raw aim. Because you did the right thing of, I have res up, I want to go res Viper, right? I need to secure the area first to make sure that he's safe. And I'm safe. So, let's have our crosshair ready and peek the corner. And I think the crosshair was decent enough to kill someone, right? But now, we have to do a tiny flick
That's
and tiny adjustment from our good crosshair placement
Excuse
to
me.
their body, right? Because crosshair placement isn't going to get you a kill every single time. It's going to get you ready to get the kill every single time. Now, what takes over is like, okay, crosshair placement decent. Now we need to adjust from here to here, right? Seems micro adjustment, right? But this is what aim is all about. Doing these micro adjustments well.
Yeah.
So how to practice this is what Kovacs or Aim Labs teaches, the third-party aim training softwares, right?
Yeah.
I think Aim Labs is free. I'm not too sure, but this helps out a lot with those softwares to get you fine-tuned in these adjustments.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
very
But this is
rude.
just aim. We just need to be practicing
I got
aim.
the dragon, it's okay.
It's hard, right? Easier to say than to do, and I'm sure you do practice your aim, but
Yeah.
you get better over time. We just need to keep cracking at it, you know?
Try it, but like
But I do
Nice,
find
nice,
myself
nice.
more reliant on game sense and catching enemies by surprise or like in a really cheesy corner
That's not bad.
more than choosing duels with
Yeah.
like being confident with my aim.
Uh-huh. Sometimes we will find ourselves in situations where we can't avoid the aim duel.
Mhm.
Right? Like right there. Like you have to use your res, right? You want to res the
Yeah.
Viper. She is in a decent spot to be resed. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and play for that. So now we're forced ourselves in a situation that we have to win the gunfight. So we can get far most of the game avoiding gunfights, and I actually advise doing this if we can outsmart our enemies and get more advantageous fights, but we just can't avoid them all.
Yeah.
You good?
Ah! Ah! Got wall.
Blinding.
Right? So now they broke it. Ice orb, right? And run away. This is what I'm doing right now.
Nice.
Oh, I'm flying.
Oh no.
What?
Tells me.
What?
I'm hacking.
I was
hacking.
so...
Nice.
Oh, I'm...
Blinding.
So the second I'd hear, you don't hear it, but Breach just ulted. The second you hear that, right, and they break the wall, who breaks the wall and then runs away, right? Not many people. So let's just ice orb. We're probably gonna get hit by this Breach ult anyway. The only thing that could potentially save our life is ice orbing and slowing down their push. And
yeah, I think here I tried to pick a fight instead.
yeah. I mean, we're just
Oh, I'm
screwed at this
flying.
point, right?
What?
Tells me it's
And the thing is, we don't need. We can still use our abilities just fine with Breach ult out. We just can't shoot.
Yeah.
I was flying.
So Ice Orb is just way more valuable here.
Is it pushing?
Yeah, it
Shot
would
that
have
guy
been
through
better
some-
too.
I'm not
Yeah,
hacking.
yeah, much
What?
better, much better.
right
We're
there.
pretty much dead,
He's
so the
right
last ditch effort would be, you know,
He's
Ice
right there.
Orbing and trying to run away.
I should have died.
So I mean, they take B like convincingly every time, but they're just retaking
Oh, God.
it. Your
I
teammates are pretty
that.
decent.
You didn't.
I'm...
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What?
Okay, well.
What?
I'm trying to...
Kind of a session. Just saying.
Get out of my way.
Hey, man.
What? It looks kind of a session. Just saying.
Get out of my way.
Hey, man.
What?
Okay, so big mistake, right?
I slowed.
Obvious mistake.
He's too
They
blinded.
So yeah, this is just a full rotate. They're gonna be, yeah, they're already on A. This looks pretty grim. We can't res anyone.
Damn.
So here's another situation. Ooh, this is risky.
She's the ult.
Nice!
Welcome.
Worked out.
He's fun.
Yeah.
So now, before we're attacking the site, what are we doing?
We're pushing on the side again.
And what should we be doing?
I think waiting for Viper to get a different angle.
Exactly.
He's fun.
Either the same, because pushing together in the same spot is never bad, because we can get the trade kills and look at the same and shoot at the same people, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily bad. I mean, I would actually advise it, right? But because it's still attacking together, and it's quicker than to wait for him to do this, and timing's everything when it comes to retakes. So either we wait for him to come through the smoke with us, or we wait for him to do this.
Okay.
Hello. Don't look at me like that.
15.
Nice.
Oh my god, I just shit.
Stage 2 is gonna be 8 main.
Last player standing.
There she is.
Watch hell, maybe.
Huge.
I'll do it.
We can get halfway.
Oh!
Yeah. So this was the only thing I was worried about in the back of my head, that we didn't check underneath sight.
There she is.
Watch hell.
But
Huge.
we definitely have to
Oh, hello.
at least be conscious of it, right? At least, because
Yeah.
not that bad of a play. But if we didn't check full sight and if we didn't check under sight, then maybe the best play would be to tap the bomb and then force the 1v1 with the brimstone somehow, and to, you know, and if no one's coming out from underneath sight after you tap the bomb, then you know it's clear, right? Because they're not just gonna hide like that, so they're always gonna push out. So then we'll have better information that they could either be both long or one cat and one long. So then maybe we can get it halfway or assess the situation from there. But we definitely want to not gamble in hopes that they're not somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
What's
I think I just forgot to check my corner there.
Yeah.
Do we have another?
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard when retaking, right? We're just always exposed to so many different angles and lots of things are going through our head. We just gotta, you know, try to keep calm and collected and say, okay, where can they be? I just got the generator player, okay? Maybe there's either one cat, one long, or under heaven. These are my three things, okay? We just looked long and cat, nothing. My teammate just died from long, so there's one there. What are my other two threats, right?
I don't have ults. Just do it.
Okay, so our economy is looking a little rough.
Yeah.
No.
Probably just a
No,
half
I'm
buy.
gonna-
Honestly,
Like
you can try and force here. Not the worst call in the world,
I'm just gonna.
but
Where's this?
I agree with this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're saving.
Love the shorty.
Wait, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were joking.
Nice, nice.
Awkward.
This is
That's
it.
very, very awkward.
I
dude.
love this.
I had money.
This is what I preach to do on eco rounds. To do something like this. Look, we've never pushed B main before, so they will not expect this. And we kept to the routine as slow orbing it each time, so not to give away any suspicion. And we have a shorty, and we're ready to kill anyone here. Uh oh, careful!
Like you're,
Yeah,
If we see anyone, we're not gonna kill them because they're now far away, right? So this is super risky, super gambly. That sometimes you'll find someone standing right here, and there's nothing you can do. Right there. Sorry. Either we have the patience and we wait and just hold this corner. I think is a better play, because even if we come around this corner and see anyone here, we have to walk all the way up to them to kill them, right?
Yeah.
And what if we peek this corner and there's someone here coming up
Oh,
mid,
boy.
right? It's
like
It's
you're-
a lot
you
worse
really
situations
think that you were,
are gonna
like,
come from this
controlling
than
Ever. I'm not a fan.
that's a fat ass.
being patient. Okay, so it looks like they're all A.
Yeah, there was one on top.
Okay,
Cypher's
careful.
Throw in this guy.
Even if you see them, right, we can't do anything, right? We have to utilize a shorty properly, right? By taking only the closest range fights,
Okay.
right? So maybe just walking all the way here is just better, right? And hoping then we don't take a long range fight with our shorty this far away. So I mean, obviously there's cons to using the shorty, and this is obviously one of them when they don't come to where you're holding up close.
Yeah.
But we can still finagle it and maybe sneak up on someone up here or something, right? So we don't always just want to think about
Okay,
close
yeah,
range,
the
close
shorty
range.
that
How
comes
do we
over.
make it close range?
Okay.
Oh,
I hate.
Because look, they eventually end up going B anyway, right? Now I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So if we did have like the patience of a god, maybe we could have killed someone, you know. And the best thing, the best partner with the shorty is patience.
You got
Okay.
this, man. You win these.
Yeah. Holding
Mm-hmm.
corners.
Exactly.
I get one tap.
If you build it, they will come. Angels in the outfield.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
'Kay.
Kind of like.
Fire a single bullet.
What? That's the second time I've been.
Hardcore. Not doing bad.
I haven't seen them once, so that's awkward. Or maybe, yeah, I've seen them once on pistol.
Amen.
round. I'm coming.
I think it might be.
Amen.
Eh.
I
Eh.
have an Odin.
There's one side of-
Just get 5 kills, Grace. Just get 5 kills, then ult.
Okay,
you'll be fine.
so I'm a little skeptical about this.
For you.
I think I over-rotate a lot.
Nice.
No charge.
There's no door.
Is doing the lawn outside.
What if they're going back?
Okay.
I'm not.
So it's good that Viper's still holding mid.
Guys, hit 117.
So now this looks more like it's gonna be a.
The Phantom.
We still have wall up.
Door's still open.
I would never be ADSing here.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, interesting wall.
You.
Wait, where?
He's on left side.
Oh.
We can wall
8
this,
seconds.
and then stay on top of our wall.
One team main.
Oh, that would have
I hit him in the shoulder, man.
Hello.
One team main.
I hit him in the shoulder, man.
So yeah, not that bad of a play. I definitely think that a better play would be to wall off one of the areas and then 2v1 the other.
Yeah,
Right.
that would have been better.
We just want to always think about what we could be, you know, the easiest thing that we can do, and definitely just walling off one of them and just, you know, overwhelming the other.
One team main.
I hit him in the shoulder, man.
Hello.
Just a little unlucky that we walked
I hit him in
into
the shoulder,
this.
man.
Yeah.
It was close.
Hello. Oh no.
I hit him in the shoulder.
I think if you ran back to site,
I hit him in the shoulder, man.
Hello.
yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation, honestly.
It's a long.
This round,
It's a long shot, guys. They're gonna hate.
if we're forcing, everyone's got to do it.
To see
Yeah.
this baby long.
So it's not that bad of a force round. We still can look decent.
Shotgun.
I'm
It's a long shotgun.
You may
Kind of
have
bored
one,
though. I'm just
but I
saying.
have
Okay, so it looks like everyone's buying.
It's a long
Hopefully.
bucky.
Hopefully. Please. Please.
Oh yeah, no, we're safe. Are we seriously saving?
Have to.
Uh-oh. Everyone's confused. Okay, so
Screw you guys. I'm seriously saving.
Have to.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Might.
Oh,
we're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're all over the place.
Yeah.
2 full buys, 3 half buys. We just need to be on the same page, right? Because next round, so these guys are saving, right? Next round they can buy. Guess who can't? Right?
Yeah.
So with our attacks, we want our economy to be unified as well, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just stronger.
It's more efficient too, I think. And that everyone's like on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely.
oh yeah, no, we're safe. Are we seriously saving?
Have to.
Our chances of winning the round go up
I can.
when we are all on the same page, right? Because when 3 people half buy and 2 people full buy, we can still do damage, but if we kill 3 or 4 people and just lose the round, then it's not good, right? We're not looking to do damage with
Screw
our
you guys,
buys.
that's
We
happening.
want to
Amen again.
win the round. Okay. Whew.
I have a shorty now.
You're pretty
Oh my God,
ballsy.
dude.
Poor Warhorse.
Because
Oh my
I
God.
thought they were
I'm
on
coming. I'm
there.
coming
Yeah.
to heal you.
And
I'm coming
I
to
mean,
heal you.
they are
You blinded me.
for the most part.
You blinded me.
Okay, so here's another thing. Okay, so what gun do we have right now?
Spectres and Shorty.
Yeah. What are those guns good for?
Close range.
Okay, so now we are at a crossroads.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Long range? Close
Yeah.
range, right?
Yeah, true, true, true.
So if I have assault rifle or op, I go to the long range route.
Yeah.
With this setup, I always want to be fighting to my gun's advantage. Right? This is what dictate where I go and where I rotate to. My gun's strengths and weaknesses. Right? Because if we peek heaven, and we're fighting over here or over here, we're screwed, right? With the Spectre.
Yeah.
What would you recommend if you have like an LMG? Would it be better close range or like?
Like Ares?
Yeah.
Probably close range, right? Because the LMG's trade-off is that it's inaccurate, but has
Yeah.
lots of bullets and damage. So we don't want the inaccuracy to be against us that long range. We want to be up close, where even if the bullets fly off, then we're still close enough for it to still hit their body.
This is a huge
Yeah.
range.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't necessarily play with LMGs too much, so I don't have like a good detailed answer. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe if you like burst with the LMGs, it might work, but I'm not too sure about that because I don't know. I just don't play with them. Like I just value the Spectre over the Ares, and I never buy the Odin. So.
It's scuffed, man.
Blinded. Alright, let's be honest.
It's
right?
over.
Blinded you because you're already dead.
Wait, that's just not true. And there were
This is not supposed to happen.
Dude.
He's 110. 110.
I'm gonna heal.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh, you
deserve
didn't
red.
do that. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Going through tree would
Right.
have been better there.
Yeah, for
But my-
sure, for sure. But see, okay, look, this is the power of pushing together. Okay, so this guy kills you, right?
Maybe.
Since he was looking at you, our buddy
Oh, yeah.
was able to get the frag because he's looking at
Yeah.
you, and then he's looking at him, right? The power of pushing together.
Okay. You got this. Did you win?
Now it's not gonna win the
Wait,
round,
did you have no weapon?
but you never know.
Oh!
Save the classic.
Yeah.
I think that's what we were saying.
You guys are toxic.
You guys are all just having a
Why
good
would you do
time
this to my
playing.
poor
And
heart?
it's good, right? Because if we're playing a game and we're not having fun, then
Okay,
what's the
they're going A
point?
again. It's been working. They're going
Yeah.
A again.
I'm coming in.
Yeah, it seems like you have a nice group of
Hey,
friends.
Be on.
Still
Yeah.
died. He jumped my shot, but he still died.
Okay, we love this.
I got an offer outside of B main.
Yeah, we got 2 offers. That's good.
Oh, do the.
Same.
Please blame, bro.
Hello.
You're splitting the needle.
I'm just
Oh,
bad.
stage is lit.
Stage is lit.
Stage is lit.
Oh, I love it.
Light 'em up, boys.
Oh, right
Yeah,
between
I
the
would
legs.
take that.
Between his legs.
Revealing area.
Oh.
What?
Oh, what the? Okay.
I got an offer.
Same.
Same.
Please blame, bro.
What gun did we have?
A Spectre again.
We're not fighting this. Not
Yeah.
fighting it, right? Because we don't want to willingly put ourselves at a disadvantage.
Mm.
Our job is to hold bomb sites
Yeah.
and
It
ground.
would have been better if I held mid or B instead.
Yeah, you could just sit right here, you know?
Okay.
Just playing for sound, you know, shoulder peeking this, getting info, seeing what's up. Maybe like just holding B, right? Because we don't know what they're doing right now. They could go anywhere. And we just have to wait for them. Because the clock's against them, remember?
Yeah.
All we have to do is wait for them to make a decision and go somewhere. We don't have to take a fight that we are at a disadvantage of, you know, for no reason, right?
You're
Hello.
splitting the needle.
And even if we did kill this person right here or someone,
Hello.
right, we would just get trade fragged by another teammate. I mean, another enemy, right?
Splitting the needle.
Stage is lit.
We just gotta play
Oh,
defensive, play to our gun strength, let them walk into us.
Oh,
Yeah.
one's the market.
Right, because look, they end up taking B anyway. Right?
Yeah.
Because they gotta pick on you, which is the B player.
Okay.
You don't want to be the reason they make a decision to go somewhere. You don't want to open up the map for the enemy team.
Okay.
You want their decision to be difficult, where, okay, they're not giving us anything. We have to just make a decision, A or B. Okay, let's go. And then they'll walk into a bomb site where teammates are just hiding, and then they'll have the advantage over them.
Okay.
No,
That makes more
it's
sense.
okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Brain.
Just sail
come
off the map.
on. There you go.
I like how you just holding you. Like, it's expecting me to die.
No.
They know we're here.
What?
Well, they definitely know we're here.
Keep pushing.
I'm gonna split push Cav.
Split push.
I double smoked.
Let's
and
go
they-
market.
They did everything. They did all the things.
Yeah, you're alone, by the way. Alright, you was
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Or sorry.
That's your name.
No.
Stay here, but
Okay, good.
let me in.
Now we want to wall off CT. Perfect.
We're on B, we're on B.
We are on the.
Well, I would clear the site for sure, but
Uh-oh.
I didn't check boat
Where's this
house.
cipher?
yeah,
We're
yeah.
behind this box here.
Exactly, right. And I'm not risking my life to plant a bomb unless I know site's clear. You know?
Okay.
There's no like the planting 2 seconds faster but you dying is not a good exchange.
Okay.
We just clear site, make sure we're safe, no one's dead, and then we plant.
How many huge?
He was lining up for the headshot.
Why are they?
Because so many people, they just rely on hoping no one's hiding back sight, or like, oh, you didn't cover me,
Yeah.
you suck, right? And then you start blaming
Yeah.
other people, but we ourselves could clear sight to make sure we're safe and then plant.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, market strat.
Okay.
Chat.
Peek out for me.
Chat market said. Chat
Oh,
market.
no.
Last one market, last one market, last one market.
Last market chat.
What if I get him like this? Imagine.
Just stall, just stall.
I have 15 bullets. I have 15.
No, 52.
I have 15 bullets. I have 15.
Okay, so here is a very easy situation. 2v1, correct?
Yeah.
Now, when you do this,
Stall, just stall.
I have 15 bullets.
is this
I have
2v1
15
right now?
No, this is a 1v1.
This is a 1v1, right?
Yeah.
So, we want to utilize the fact that, A, they have to come and defuse this or they lose, correct?
Mhm.
So they have to come into us. Same thing.
Yeah.
We have an extra teammate and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So we want to both be shooting at the same person, because remember, if they're looking at you, we want them looking at them. You know, equivalent exchange. But here,
No.
now all we have to do, all we can do, is sit back and root on our boy. 1v1. Hey, win this 1v1, please. But me, I am nowhere near gambling the situation and relying on anyone else to win this round. Right?
Okay.
I'm doing everything in my power to secure this round, and that means playing with my teammate.
52. He's at 52, man.
Whatever that's called. Raptors. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Look how close this was, right?
Mhm.
So we definitely want to just always play the numbers games. Play the number game whenever you can.
Okay.
Where?
This stream is all about screams today.
Raptors.
I will scream.
It might be
At?
Raptors. Because I know this is stairs.
How do I
We
This
should
is the
say.
important.
stand in the corner right there? Let me do
You can
something.
you can drop your classic off the map. I
Oh.
didn't buy.
Yeah, I didn't buy your.
Yeah, I didn't buy.
Okay, I used my grenade to run.
I guess we're
Okay,
saving.
so we might lose this round since
Yeah.
we didn't spend enough money. And this is a problem that people have. They're so worried about the third round economy that they lose the second round just to do it.
Yeah. Some rounds, where we lose, we still get plant money and like we force buy specters and light shields, and we're still able to like overpower them because they have like ghosts and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's better to like buy.
It's definitely better to buy.
Okay.
So here, let me look. I linked it to someone. I'll just pull it up real quick. General. Okay, here. So I have this flow chart of what we do, right? So did we win pistol round? Yes. Plan to op? No. Spectre heavy shields. Okay. Now, if we lose this round, then we full save. If we win this round, then we have to ask ourselves if we have full armor or not. And if we have full armor, yes. Did someone on your team die? Yes. Now you can drop your Spectre to them, and now you can safely upgrade in that.
Oh.
The money works out, right? And if no one on your team died, then you could just keep your Spectre and refill your armor and utility, and it's still good enough, right?
Yeah.
Now, when we have the Spectre, we have to make the right decisions on playing to our gun's advantages.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just buy a Spectre and play like we have an assault rifle. We have to buy the Spectre and only taking close range fights, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So, depending on our gun is what decisions we make with our movement.
Also, a question.
Yeah.
They say when you're attacking, it's better to have a long range like Ghost, but when you're defending, it's better to because you choose your fights, so it's okay to stay with a classic. Is it the same concept with like Spectre because it's like close range and like having marshals?
So, okay, the problem with marshals, right, is that you can't push into a site with a marshal. So maybe
True.
one marshal is okay, maybe even two. But when you get down to the point where you have to make a play and go into a bomb site, the marshals are going to lose to pistols like every time. So that's the situation. That's the give and take of marshals. And if the pistol players are smart, they won't peek long angles, right? Because they have pistols. Okay. If everyone is playing smart, then they're not going to give into the marshal cheese, and they're just not going to peek into them and wait for them to come into the bomb site. Now, you can, if you feel comfortable, skip buying the Spectre and buy a Ghost like heavy shields on offense. Because of what you said, right? You can choose your battles and stuff like that, and the Ghost is very strong. But you have to hit your shots, right? You're relying on your pure aim to be winning. But if you don't want to think too hard on it, right? Just buy Spectre heavy shields every single time.
Okay.
This flowchart that I made, I have used it myself all the way to Immortal. No matter what. I never strayed from this path. So, it might not be the best in every single situation, but it's good enough.
Yeah, I think it's just better than
It's safer.
not buying.
It's safer.
Yeah.
I feel like I started the whole buy the marshal second round thing.
And it goes even deeper that if you buy Spectre second round and you win, and then now you're on the third round and you lose because you still have your Spectre and they have assault rifles, then you can even buy next round and have enough money to full buy next round. So it goes deeper than that. And I can get I need to make a whole video on economy. It'll help a lot of people, but
Ding dong.
the only thing is we're not risking losing second
Give me
round.
spike.
You have a big gun.
But I didn't ask.
I think
I might use my gun.
because people worry about third round more, they don't think about like
Exactly.
fourth round being in effect.
Exactly, and they're just like they value the third round so highly when it's just another round win.
Yeah.
This second round's a round win. It'll get you +1 on the score chart, right? This third round, same thing.
Yeah.
But it's not worth gambling losing the second round.
He's entry fragging.
One's still there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
One's
mean,
up there.
it's just classic v classic. But he had the advantage because you walked into him playing defensive, right? He just held the angle on you, so he had the advantage there. But I mean, if you had Spectre heavy shields, this is the easiest kill of your life. And this is why the Marshal is just What is going on right now, right?
Oh my god, what if he wins, dude? What the hell? He dropped down. What? Fell him.
I don't know what I'm watching right now. Oh my, just skip. Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're safe.
Alright. I'm just gonna run
Okay,
it.
crosshair placement's just a
Go
little bit
tacticals.
low. You're looking all in the
Oh,
right
there she is.
areas. You know, everything looks great. It's just we're not at head level quite.
Well, normally I would do better than this, but I gotta pee, so I'm just gonna do that
Oh,
now.
what?
Well, normally I would do better than this, but I gotta pee, so I'm just gonna do
Oh,
that now.
what?
The body shot. Yeah.
Well, normally I
Wait,
would do
I
better
don't think
than
I
this,
even
but I
shot
gotta
them.
pee, so I'm just gonna.
So, yeah, they just had a little bit better movement than you because if we notice that,
Do that
so
now.
when we shoot
Well, normally I would do
right
better than this, but
here, he repositions, fixes his aim, and kills you. Your movement is in the exact same spot, so he can easily reposition his crosshair while having good movement because it's hard to kill someone while they're moving.
Yeah.
And while they're moving and staying, you know, alive, they can
Yeah.
use that time to put their crosshair directly on your head because you are not moving too.
Okay.
And then it's just an
I
easy
gotta
shot
pee,
for
so
him.
I'm just gonna do.
Right? So
Yeah.
this was a movement issue. Right? So after we were like, oh, we're shooting at the wall. Okay, let me just reposition and then burst again. Or reposition and then take the fight again. Right?
Okay.
Because
Well,
I promise, because it seems like, oh my god, what a nutty shot, right? But it's not as good as you think it was. It was because we are stationary, right? And he had the time to adjust his crosshair.
Does
right.
it have anything to do with like shift walking and shooting at the same time?
Yeah, we don't want to be always doing that. We want to be, because in this situation, right, I would shoot, full sprint, move, shoot again. Basically, like what he just did to you, right? So let's see.
Like repositioning?
Well, normally I would do better than this, but I gotta pee, so I'm just.
Right. Just repositioning yourself, and I don't know if he shift walked there or not, but it doesn't really matter. As long as that he repositioned, right? He made himself harder to hit. While if you moved as well, he wouldn't have landed such a nutty shot on you. It would have been much harder for him.
Okay.
Just gonna do that
Oh,
now.
what? Okay.
Can you guys survive for a long time because I need to go to the bathroom.
So if we're not committing to a full-on spray, we're just crouch spraying, then we're bursting, moving, bursting, moving, bursting, moving, right?
Okay.
Well,
Was he shooting at you originally? Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
oh boy, this guy's just touching stuff he shouldn't be touching, man.
I'm gonna report him for what's his name again? Who was it?
Tell me when I
Oh, I get toxic here.
Mortal.
Give me a boost.
Uh-oh.
Flip is he?
Uh-oh.
Report for X.
Okay, so let's assess this situation right here, and why I disagree with it. Why do you think so?
I peek first with no flashes. Or
Good.
like anything to give me an advantage. Because they could be holding the angle
Uh-huh.
while I peek into their defense. Or their hold.
So, yeah, I agree. Perfectly. But who are we?
Oh, we're Sage. Okay.
And
And we peek first. Okay.
what
And
else?
we have bomb.
And we have
that
bomb. All right.
I'm throwing.
So, if we just get picked here, we drop bomb. Not that big of a deal. Bomb is still relatively safe, but we're Sage and we have all this utility still up. We are a high value target. We are not looking to get picks on a default, right? Omen should be doing this. Sova, well, I mean, he's lining up some stuff, but anyone else, right? Just not you. Never first to show. Because you have to be able to heal the people that take these
Sorry,
gunfights.
he just said that and
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this guy.
I was just vibrating.
So good ult,
Whoa, what?
orb get, right? Dead. Hey, it's me. Op. Dead.
Aw.
Or hey, what's up? Just kills you, right?
Hey, what's up?
Just dead. So we
Yeah.
don't want to risk that as Sage because we're one freaking ult point away from our res. So we're even more high value target than we think.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
I'll
definitely
go-
not your job.
This guy's fragging. Middle sight.
Nice kill there.
Oh,
Oh,
heaven.
oh no bueno.
I got
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sorry.
But
Go give it to him.
I could not.
Res.
Win.
Good res.
Odin.
I like.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Okay. Odin Queen.
No,
Let's get it.
They're never gonna go.
I'm not really good with it.
Alright, alright. This looks promising. Could be on
Yeah,
top
I'm
of
gonna
the
take
wall,
all
but
of your stream time and follow.
You're a
Oh
little
yeah, that was
scared.
risky.
yeah, right. The only thing that I ever worry about whenever I see a sage wall is my crosshair gets snapped up here. My crosshair
Ah.
placement looks right up here. Because there's no point to look anywhere else, right?
Mm.
Because, yeah, sure, it's unlikely that they are there, but I have nothing else to do with my crosshair, so let me be ready for it.
Yeah.
Every single time, I'm always looking on top of sage walls,
Yeah, I'm gonna
if I have nothing else to look at.
Yeah.
take all of your
That's
stream
really
time
smart.
and follow.
Yeah, so I'm just not risking it. Even though it's small percent chance, I'm still not risking it.
Yeah.
No,
Many times actually, I find myself like dying to a sage on her wall too.
Yeah, so everyone gets surprised. Oh my god, what is the sage doing on her wall? Right? It's just like this,
Yeah.
like this new strategy that
Oh, get
pops
out of
up
the
every
way,
day.
apparently. She's
Yeah.
scared.
Bye.
You say bye as
We
you
should all
speak.
get up here.
Okay, so
And then-
Poor bro.
what are we doing?
No way.
We're all trying
I'm
to-
having too
I
much
wasted
fun.
my
gonna-
wall to
I'm
get
gonna-
on top.
Oh
This game is
my god.
Having so much fun.
Let me know.
Oh, watch behind us, please.
Oh my god.
It's hot. It's hot. 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 Hot.
no.
Oh,
Oh, bad nade. Bad nade.
30 seconds left.
Bad nade.
So if we do close this, we gotta be a little careful running across, because we could have just
Yeah.
died right here.
30 seconds
If
left.
someone was there and like they
Exactly.
caught us lacking,
Exactly.
like they're shooting it right now, but
Yeah.
if they were there,
The timing, if the timing was just a little bit on, not on your
She was waiting
side.
for me, that
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
oh, I.
Damn it.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
were
when you
doing
get breach
shit.
ulted, there's just nothing you can do.
So like,
I mean, other than I'd probably, again, go for a slow orb, or
Yeah.
maybe depending on how close I think they are. Right? If they're kind of far and I have enough time for the slow orb, I'll go for it. If not, I'll try to get the kill.
you know them.
I'll just start
Ooh,
shooting.
that is
Maybe
so
one of my
much
bullets will hit it.
Sorry, I
You never
don't
know.
remember.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Damn.
All right. So that sucks.
Damn,
I-
you died.
Why am I whipping my op shots? Should I go Vandal? Should I change it up a bit?
We almost died to that. That was almost a collateral.
Flash that.
I
Peek,
need to-
peek.
No.
Okay.
You're good.
Wait. I did
In that
not do a
situation,
smart
should I
thing there.
slow it first
Flash
before I
that.
try to pick a fight,
We
or
almost
should I
died
not
to
pick a
that.
fight?
Not pick a fight. Absolutely not. So let's talk about our guns here, right?
Yeah.
He has op. You have assault rifle. Who has the advantage this far away?
He does.
And another thing, who's holding the angle? You or him?
He is.
So we're at like a double negative, and that doesn't mean a
Yeah.
positive in Valorant. It just means worse for us, right?
Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, so even now we are holding an angle, but it's still risky because of how far away it is,
Yeah.
right? So, and
Phantom does less damage too.
I mean, the spike's not really that big of a deal here, but we still have all of our utility up, and we're Sage.
Yeah.
So we are not looking for this fight.
Okay.
I
Peek,
need to-
peek.
And this will happen a lot of the times when we try to hold the angle against an opper. So, and not like unless we have like a Vandal and we are going to one-shot him the second he peeks in his tiny little head.
Mhm.
But that's huge confidence in our aim, right? Because if we do
Yeah.
not immediately headshot this guy, he's going to kill us.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I did not.
So you got to
do
be
a smart
real
thing
confident
there.
in your aim to be able to hold a far away angle against an opper, right?
Yeah.
It's hot. Let me put the fan on.
He pushed.
PowerPoint presentation.
You gosh darn pregnant
Oh,
woman.
is it super laggy for you?
No, just my
Pushing?
when I stream things, it gets laggy. So I
Oh,
think it's the video.
oh. Sorry. Yeah.
He pushed.
Yeah, it's just the video,
Oh,
It was laggy for me
Whole
too.
no.
Whole game pretty much.
Huh. Should we go B?
No. Never
Okay.
again.
Huh. Well, we didn't really go B. We just like went mid.
They have ops now.
Oh, peekaboo!
I did it! I did it! Oh my god! I'm so good at this game.
Everybody quick. Okay, never mind.
Quick, film it, mom!
Come push on me. Or, yeah.
Let's just
Again, we're Sage with the bomb. First in.
make them use all their
True.
util.
True.
Then we go B. You guys go B, okay? With L bomb.
That actually sounds.
Yeah,
Fuck.
combo.
I have ult.
I dinked him and I missed the rest of the shots.
Should I ult here?
Ice orb this.
Nah.
Ah, okay.
Ult here.
So we know they're 100% behind generator, right? We have a slow, because he just shot at you with an op. We have a
Yeah.
small amount of time, a window, and that window can be used to ice orb them and keep him behind there. Because when we rush with
Okay.
pistols, we can overwhelm this opper.
Okay.
Right. This is just, I mean, it's hard to, analyze this on the spot, but sometimes if people are in a bad position or in a vulnerable position, we can keep them there with our ice.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah.
Is I think it's something you come to like learn. Like it becomes
Over
like
time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ow! What the
But
heck?
here, like, I'm thinking, like, okay, he has an op and someone's heaven.
Mhm.
What I'm thinking is how to use our guns and how do we win the situation, right? So if someone's heaven and there's an opper on generator,
Mm.
so I would be thinking, okay, let's smoke heaven to deal with that guy, and then we can
Okay.
trap and bum rush the opper generator,
Ah, okay, okay.
right?
Yeah.
And keep him there with the slow orb. Because sure, he might kill one, maybe two of us, but you have to shoot once, cock the gun, shoot again, but it
Yeah.
takes some time. But with a whole team of pistols rushing you, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, just
It's more
You know what?
runs it down.
Yeah,
Big
don't-
energy.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
as fast as you can.
You die, I'm gonna whip it out and quick kill them.
Don't.
Not our job to do this, right?
Okay.
Because if you are playing against me, I am standing right here. I have perfect crosshair placement. You're going to walk into my shot. I shoot you in the head, and I run to sight. And now you have
Okay.
to play the round 5v4. And it's not just a me thing. People will hold this angle, a sliver of it, and then shoot, and then run away.
Okay.
So this is why I sometimes just pre-fire this angle, or either like flash it and then peek, right? But it's just
okay.
not worth the risk as Sage to be making first contact
I'll
with
let
the enemy.
Sage go first.
Okay.
Never mind.
You have to let your teammates take these fights, make the contact, so if they get hurt, you're there to heal them. So so the contact is bad for them because either they die or they lose health when your teammate is at full
My thing
HP.
goes up.
Okay.
Alright. Let's do
Smoking
it.
market.
So like this looks much better, right?
Smoking.
They are making the contact. We are able to third one in. This looks great. Much safer, much better.
I close the door.
Okay. Clear sight.
Literally, just don't get in my way, and I'll be happy.
Door. Door to market.
Oh my god. The
Oh my
goated
God.
spot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah!
The wall bags are
Oh my
scary.
god.
And fucking wood.
So here I would be looking to stall as much as possible. How do we do that?
Slow orbs and maybe walling something off.
Yep, we can wall that. And wait for him to break it, and then fill the gap with our slow orb. Wait for that
Yeah.
slow orb to go up, fill the gap again. Right?
I think there's a false sense of security that my role gives people a lot. Like it makes like me feel like, oh, they won't come in here, or it's like safe.
Yeah, I
where we don't
gotcha.
see me.
I gotcha. But oh, now we are in the worst position ever, right? I mean, not the worst position, but like scary.
But I didn't know something.
Yeah.
And now
So,
we're ending the
risky.
round with everything.
Yeah.
Right. So, and no reason. We just use it, right?
One past me.
One enemy remaining.
Because having the bomb explode is a surefire way to win, rather
Yeah.
than to kill all of them, right? So every single situation, I always look for how do I make this bomb explode.
Okay.
Bro, I'm hacking.
I'm not trying to get fights. I'm just trying to stall as much as I can.
I'm
Let's
actually.
go.
Usually ends up working, and when you ask yourself that question, you'll find yourself playing differently in these post-site situations.
Whoa. One. This time then.
Okay, here we are with the bomb. And Sage? Yep.
My brain tapped out.
Check your own market. Yeah.
Nice shot. Oh, I'm lit.
Not even close, baby. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so this was very good, right? Makes contact with the enemy, gets 1 HP, gets the kill. Now, all the damage he's done only matters to her armor, and we can mitigate all of it by healing it. So this trade is even better. I'm not even a trade, right? This damage exchange was so good for you if you heal it, right? He made the mistake of not letting the heal work off before making additional contact.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So-
lit.
Not even close, baby.
You did fine, right? Here we can just wall this off, res him, and go.
Not even close.
Right.
Yeah.
You are destroyed.
Very good play.
You're so destroyed.
Only possible because we aren't the ones
You could
dying,
probably
right?
go B.
Yeah. Are going in first.
One
Yeah.
enemy remaining.
Alright, good.
Oh, what? He's
We just
None of that shit.
all peek.
he's to go B.
That was a good crossfire.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And we died with only 1 slow orb left. So it's not that bad now, right?
Okay.
And we were like looking to get some trade frags and
What?
helping in. So this situation, right, I don't disagree with you going in.
None of that. Nah, I got this.
But you always want to assess how high value of a target you yourself are before doing anything crazy, you
No,
know?
it was like it was more like I got this, he died, I
It'll,
got
yeah,
and
it'll
then
be different.
oh yeah. The,
Drop the
I
spike.
have the
I
spike.
have this spike.
what we have to do is scream what our character says. Alright?
I just threw my orb. Sorry.
Okay.
You don't have the audio, but I'm just listening on your guys' comms and communication, and it's so funny. It's so
Maybe we
funny.
should.
It was a manly grunt. I don't know what you're talking about.
Manly. Well, I guess it was better than Dwight.
Dwight. For you.
Nice.
See? We're not taking that fight. We're healing our teammates that took the fight. Very
I'm about
good.
to do the same, bro.
Nice raise, guys.
Now we can wall this. Great.
Very
Go being. Let's go
Nice
quick.
raise, guys.
Great upgrade. Slideshow. Get the trade frag. Good.
Return to dust. She says. She says.
We have to go back A.
We're
They
playing
both.
well.
2 of them are like. B
No,
right
don't go
now.
back A. Don't go
So
back.
now we have no utility. Our heal has 20 seconds. Our value has gone down as a target. So now we can maybe look to try and get some picks
go
and
A.
stuff
Do it.
like
Go back
that.
Let's go.
Or
Okay.
We're going in.
but once we start getting close to our heal being up,
No.
our
they
value
know.
starts going up a little.
Fucking no.
Okay.
But right now I agree with this.
Now they definitely know.
Gosh, heck,
Oh.
ignoring it.
Oh, now they really know. Nice.
Oh
Now they will
no.
know.
Ah!
You are so dead. Okay, all good. We're all good. Everything's good.
No charge.
Please. I don't know where they are. Where was that stun from?
Help me.
One enemy remaining.
Oh! This was looking so good, but then you pressed an ability
Help
button.
me.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
He's right there. He's right there.
Behind container?
Yes, 100%, 1,000,000%. You hear him,
okay.
right? So
Oh, okay.
so
I'm boosted.
we never ever want to pull out any ability here because our best abilities are gun,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right?
I think I've become very reliant on abilities when I started playing CS:GO. It's like on, I mean Valorant, because
Yeah,
on
yeah,
CS
yeah.
I would use like my
Uh-huh.
utility more too than like picking
Yeah.
gunfights.
Well, it's good because in CS:GO you buy a full utility with all your nades and then you die and then you don't keep them. So it's
Yeah.
you got to use them. It's a little different, right? But
Yeah.
we have to definitely make sure that we're just keeping our gun out and not pressing any abilities when the threat is so close.
Yeah.
We don't
okay.
want to rely on them not peeking or hope that they don't peek us, right? Because sure, right, we'll be in a better spot if we have more HP. But to get more HP, first we have to die by him, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense. So just
You were close.
keep calm, keep your gun
What
out,
was that?
and kill him.
Oh,
What was that?
You were close.
This is just a little pro tip from your boy. If someone is pre-firing a angle, a corner, especially with an Odin, we are not peeking. Because if he's shooting, then he's not defusing. And if
Yeah.
he's shooting, then we're just going to walk into his bullets. Especially when we peek and crouch directly into his line of fire. And not like wide swing past his bullets or anything.
Yeah.
But,
oh my
yikes.
play.
Yeah.
Cool thing, like, yeah.
Oh, you got 1,000 ping. That's a scam.
Oh, God. On him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I heard.
Yay.
Speakers.
Yeah, I like this.
Oh my
We
God,
can
I heard-
safely we can safely grab that because they ice orb themselves.
Where was it?
Yeah.
Market, I think.
So good, good, good. I'd be super scared
know.
peeking mid, so I wouldn't be I would be holding like close to the wall, so I'm not actively peeking anything this far away because I have a Spectre. I want to get close. Yeah, we need to get this trade frag.
What?
Not bad.
Ah!
We have to get that trade frag. This is just an aim thing. They have more armor than us because we have light shields and aim, right?
Ah!
We can't always avoid getting out of aim duels, right?
Yep.
Very good that you see it that we have to get this trade frag immediately. Very good work, right? We lose the kill just because of our aim, but our mind is in the right
What?
place,
Okay.
and that's
bad.
more important.
Effective genius. There's another. Cubby.
What am I-
You're cheating.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now
no,
we
we
have to
get it, we
definitely
get it.
force buy here.
And I can't.
It just looks rough. No matter what you buy, it's just gonna look rough.
Yeah.
Last round we have.
There's like no
Oh,
good
shoot.
combinations
Yeah,
here.
no, we can't
Bulldog
lose.
light is probably your
And I
best
can't
combination,
apply.
or Stinger heavy shields and rushing somewhere. Judge heavy shields looks good too, but now we have to play to that advantage, right? By
Yeah.
playing close range. So A is off the table. Now we have to look for a B hit, right? Because we all probably have shitty guns. But now we have to play off this, our res.
Yeah.
Will be buttfuck useless.
You're sage, my friend.
So I'd tell my teammates, take some aggressive angles.
Why am I speaking this as if I have an actual gun? Okay.
Fight something.
Coming all back there.
Good, good, good. This looks great. Yeah, we don't want to peek into that. Okay, okay.
I made it.
Found a little nook and cranny.
Hold stop right now. I'm coming.
My smokes are going down.
Look up. Yeah, move forward. Nice.
Nice.
Look up, look up, look
I like how
up.
we go from tools to like epic strats.
Nice. Oh, we're popping off. We're popping off.
2500. Yeah, there you go.
She's fucking him up.
Chase them down. Yeah. We love to see it. That was a very good round.
Thank you.
I think we played that very well.
Sorry, I don't know.
There's a delay. There's a delay on the screen. That's all.
I love.
God, I hate myself.
Damn.
Yep.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yep, you see? How we just doubled up
How many pushed out?
on the ice orbs
Yeah.
and we're overlapping our stuff.
Yeah.
We can just use And if they're past your ice orb, then it's just useless, right? So we always just want to be doing it to the entrances where they walk out to. Doesn't have to be deep, because if we do it to the entrance, right?
That's where it's more important. And there's contact.
Exactly. So they're like, this is a danger zone for them, right?
Yeah.
So if they're slow throughout the whole danger zone, then it looks very good. So it looks like something like bouncing off. Let's see.
Oh my god.
So we could just do something like this. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Right? And it lands right in front of it. And we just do one. Okay? After they break the wall, we just do one. We reassess the situation to see if we need another or not.
Yeah.
I'm out.
How many pushed out, Silva?
Because now we just like threw our whole utility belt and we're like, okay, and now we have nothing, so
Yeah.
They're coming out. They're going out. They're probably gonna rotate off.
because look, they're not pushing anymore. Look at Viper on the minimap. They're
Yeah.
not even there anymore. So we just used, so we could have just used one slow orb, assess the situation, and now keep another.
Okay.
Let's go.
I used to think that Sage's like utilities were just really quick to burn through,
I can't shoot
but
this
now
guy.
I realize it's just my way of using them.
Yeah.
That's
Some-
wasted.
What did I just hear? I don't know. Well,
With the nade. But yeah, thanks.
shut up.
Good shot, good shot.
So great.
I thought.
Right, we just want to be playing with their rays. It doesn't matter where we go. Just play with our rays to get trade frags.
Not my fault.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
Oh.
Spike planted.
I tried.
All right, Sage, come out. I mean, rays.
Door
Yep, there we go.
probably.
Yep, we definitely want to check this. Nice. So
Yeah,
now we can just focus on Long and Cat.
Yeah.
Good.
Main. Maybe one main.
So our best tool in this situation, and we have to do it every single time, no questions asked, is tap the bomb.
Yeah.
No matter what. Tap it as fast as you can. Good. And they'll come to you. This is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't snap.
One enemy remaining.
You can stay close and just.
Yes. Beautiful.
Get half.
This is beautiful.
Get half and peek. Oh,
Oh my
risky,
God.
risky.
Nice! Let's-
Oh yeah, no. We are definitely getting halfway and then, taking the fight in that situation, right? We're not
It's really
risking,
risky.
because like he could have just like walked out and killed him, right?
Yeah.
He even did kill him through the slit, but
Yeah.
I mean, this is just crazy.
Oh my
to me.
god.
But I
He
think
showed him his booty.
yeah.
Oh, I.
Maybe one main.
So this play was perfectly fine. Because
Yeah, I think.
we have to commit to one angle.
Mm.
Right? If we looked here, then they'd peek long and kill us all the same.
Yeah.
So this, and again, just an aim thing. Can't avoid it.
Mm.
We're flicking from
I
here
think-
to here now. This is a harder
I think
shot.
I just forgot about Cat. Honestly, I didn't think they would
Oh,
peek
I
out from
couldn't
Cat,
snap
so that
one.
was like.
Well, don't tell me that because this looked perfect.
Oh, okay. Stay close and just.
I think you played that very well.
Not that.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, I'm lagging.
The prophecy has
Yeah.
come true. Right?
Yeah.
So remember what I said? You slow peek this, I shoot you in the head. This time it was just an op. And now we're Sage and we're dying first. It looks horrible.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well,
okay.
not
They
that.
got an op. That was just really bad. My bad.
You're not. Shut up.
Draw.
You're not drawn. Fine. All my homies hate takes. Oh! Smoke it up. That,
One top mid, character. Two ops top mid. One more.
Nice.
One more non. Oh.
oh shit.
Okay? What info do we have right now?
They're top mid
With what gun?
with ops.
Alright. What are we about to do?
About to peek mid with an Odin.
Okay. Alright. So you're following me here, right? We're on the same page here, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, no stress.
One enemy remaining.
Last one top mid.
Good stuff. Be careful.
Oh, he's going down.
I was so convinced he was still top mid.
Bottom. Nice.
Good stuff.
Easy.
Get that up. Oh, never mind. You can't. They're-
See, I've been.
Oh. Pizza. Oh, yeah. Let's do it then. Let's go.
Oh, one pizza, one pizza.
Pizza. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No ice orb. Nothing stopping them from peeking this.
Yeah.
Risky. And we're Sage.
That's what pizza is.
Yeah, yeah.
Cypher has stuff set up.
At least we have someone watching.
Okay.
So it's not the worst thing in the world. We have Omen holding the corner. So not the worst.
And we make some noise and re-rotate.
Okay, but
That's
we're looking for trouble.
Yeah, we're
As Sage with the spike.
thing.
Wait, we have an Omen. I'm gonna start rotating. Give the thing. Oh, never mind. Give them
I have all
that.
Got the flyer.
Nice.
Camera top right. One tree.
I'm gonna just put my wall up and then we rotate. Rotate.
Honestly, it was looking like a pretty clean execute, right? The Viper wall cut the site in half. You walled off Cat too. We smoked off Heaven. It was looking pretty
Yeah.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe this will work.
Zoom in.
But sometimes we just got to keep it simple, stupid, you know? And, you know, execute something and just go. But maybe this can work. But we're kind of executing the same bomb site. All right, now we're
We go
going
back
to
A?
B.
Question mark?
Oh my god, now we're going back A? Okay, we're masterminds.
Go back at
We're just a million IQ.
Go back.
Nice.
Determined now.
30 seconds left.
Planning for long.
Pointing
God,
right.
that's good. Really good.
Right, so
GG's, Phil.
lots of people would be in the situation, be like, "Oh my god, my play was so good, it worked." But the reason why it was good is because we all stuck together and just played the numbers on them,
Yeah.
right?
Fellas?
Let me heal you, Arius.
Like, we could do this anywhere. We would just use all 5 of us to attack someone and just play
Yeah.
the numbers game efficiently.
Hit 39. Top of ramp. No, I'm right there. No, he's right there. Please, no.
This is honestly a good res, regardless
Oh my
of,
No, he's right there. Please.
because he's screaming right now that he's right there,
Yeah.
But what this does is it forces him out, and you can bait him to get the kill. Unfortunately, like, it was a great play, but our crosshair, we were just not, you know, our aim.
Yeah.
Another unavoidable gunfight. I think resing him there was a very good play.
Oh my god.
Baited.
Nice.
Attackers win.
What was that? What was that? Oh my god.
That was
So
just
very
great.
good stuff. Honestly, we played pretty well. Yeah, lots of things. Now, do you have any questions for me?
I don't know. I can't, like, not right now.
That's fine. When everything settles and stuff, and you do find that you do have questions, you can always DM me,
Okay.
and stuff like that. But